Hi everyone, I'm Billy and it's currently 6 a.m. but that's neither here nor there. Today I'm going for a look that uses only one palette. I usually try to dip into all sorts of different palettes and get lots of different combinations, but today we're going to stick to just one. This is the Douce by Juvia's Place. I'm choosing this one because I rarely use it. It has really unique colors. You wouldn't usually expect to see these color combinations in play in one palette, so we're going to try to just stick to this one. I have a vague idea in mind. I think I want a little bit of pink in the inner and outer corners and maybe green in the center, and maybe some light pink up above that darker pink, but we'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. Hi little buddy, you're such a good dog. As always, our first step is to prime the eyelid. Use any concealer, swipe some on the lid, blend it into place. Today I'm going to start with a smaller little fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip into this center color. To begin with, I'm swiping some of this very intensely into that inner corner. I know it looks really strong and crazy, but we'll figure it out. Just stick with me. I'm skipping over the middle part of the eye, and then putting a little bit of this color over in the outer edge. Just dabbing little bits of it below that big area. Now to blend out this big bold mess, I'm going to go in with this sort of medium fluffy blending brush and do my tiny circles all around. I usually start by stamping color on really firmly and then later going in with the blending brush to diffuse it out. That gives me maximum color payoff and then allows me to blend it without losing too much of the pigmentation in the process. I'm going to take that fluffy blending brush and dip into a light pink. And using this light pink, I'm going to try to diffuse the uppermost edges of that intense purple pink color. Little circles and patience is all that it takes. I'm dipping into a little bit more of that darker color and reapplying it to the center areas where I put it last time to bring back a little bit of that intense pigmentation. I'm repeating this process of dark color and light color at the edges a couple more times to reinforce both the color and the smooth blending. We want a very smooth transition from dark to light. I'm trying to maintain this sharp edge. If I accidentally mess up and go below it, I can always clean it up with some makeup remover, but for now I'm going to try to keep this sort of nice triangle on that outer edge. Now I'm going to dip into this minty green color using a flatter, more compact brush. Usually flatter brushes result in a more compressed laydown of color, so you're going to get more intense pigmentation. How many times over the course of this video am I going to end up saying intense? I'm going to lay the minty green onto the center of my lid, just pressing and swiping. I'm just sort of laying this into the center and rounding off the top. I guess it kind of looks like a cut crease, but without the clean cut of a concealer. I have to be conscious of the fact that I have hooded eyes, so when I stretch out my eyelid it looks like this, but when I just relax, that area gets cut down to half its size. Now that we've laid that down, we can use a smaller flat brush to clean up the edges. So I'm going to dip into the minty color and carefully lay it down against this outer edge to try to make it a little bit more precise and cleaned up. If you're more comfortable using concealer for a cut crease, go for it. I'm not even really technically doing the cut crease sort of formulaic shape. I'm just kind of playing around with makeup. I'm interested in conserving the pink in the inner and outer corners, so I'm going to go back in with that intense purple pink and lay it down to the middle. And by repeatedly dabbing it right there, I'm able to kind of blend the line between green and pink. Ideally, I would dip into my outer corner and crease with a darker color now, but the darkest color in this palette is this brown. Let's try to dip into this dark brown and work it into the outer corner and slowly bring it into that crease a tiny bit, not all the way over to where the green is right now, but just outer corner and a little bit to the edge of the crease. It's not horrible, but I am experiencing a lot of fallout on my cheek. I'm going to swipe a little to blend the line between green and brown, and I'm going to start bringing this down onto the lower lash line with little swiping motions. Ooh, I'm blending. Tiny little touches along the line where the green ends will bring it up just enough. Look at all that fallout. Now for the lower lash line, I want to mimic a little bit of what I have going on up here at the bottom. So I'm going to go into a little bit of the purple pink and place it slightly below where I have the brown, but not a lot below because I don't want it to go all the way down. I'm just kind of touching it along the edge of the brown, and that deposits enough color to where it's visible, but it doesn't sink all the way down onto the bags of my eyes. In your inner corner, you want a bright piece of color to draw the eye towards there and make you look more awake and bright. Now using a tiny flat brush, I'm just placing a little bit of a silver color in my inner corners. And now I'm going to use a lighter shimmery color on this inner part of my lower lash line. Hopefully that'll brighten my eye up a little bit. Using some makeup remover and a little cotton puff, I'm going to wipe off all the fallout that happened on my face. Nice and clean, yeah. This is also a good time to clean up that outer triangle if you want it sharper. Now I like to go in with some mascara to finish up the lashes on this look. Afterwards, of course, you can put fake eyelashes on if you want to go for a more dramatic effect, but I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put them on or not. Before you do mascara, if you'd like to, you can curl your lashes as well, which is something I probably should have done, but it's a little bit too late now because the mascara is already on there. Supposedly, if you curl your lashes after having mascara on them and the mascara is dry, it could crack your lashes in half and just break them off. I don't think anybody really wants that right now. Don't forget to give those lower lashes some love. I think the eyes are good for today. Usually I'd put on some fake lashes, but I'm not really feeling it right now, so I'm good the way it is. I'm seeing a little bit of baggage form under my eyes, so I'm just gonna stop that where it's forming by dabbing some concealer on and blending it out. Now, since I did more of a pink look today, I'm gonna go in with this highlighter, which has a pink/purple glow. It's by Wet n Wild. So I'm just gonna dot a little bit of this along my cheekbone, and using a finger that doesn't have any eyeshadow on it currently, I'm gonna blend that out with little dabbing motions. Just dab at that, bring it kind of close to where the eyeshadow is because you don't want like a distinct gap between your highlight and your eyeshadow. You want it to look a little seamless. At least I want it that way. I want it that way. Tell me why I never went to hurt you. Mama. Me. I want it that way. It gives you kind of otherworldly pink and purple, kind of hazy glow. So it's a lot more unique than other highlighters. It was really cheap. I just got this from the drugstore. I used a lot of shades from the palette. We used this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I used 4 out of the 8 colors. I like this palette. It's kind of giving me a candy sort of vibe. You know, it's playful. Look at her. Now for the finishing touch, I want to draw on a little heart on my under eye area with some lipstick. I'm going to take a tiny little flat brush. This is pretty much the smallest brush that I have. If I had like a really thin liner brush, I would go in with that. But here's what I'm going to do. Put a little bit of lipstick on the back of my hand, and that's what I'm going to be dipping into. I'm just going to draw a tiny little baby heart under my eye. How does the Mission Impossible theme go? Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo. Tom Cruise is a madman. He'll like jump off of mountains and everything, but he still can't get his tooth to not be in the middle of his mouth. Have you ever noticed that? He has a tooth in the center of his face. I'm just kidding. I respect him. He's a good actor. No hate to Tom Cruise. He's a stand-up guy, I bet. So because I made fun of Tom Cruise, this heart is going a lot more horribly than the previous one. Alright, I think I'm okay with it now. If you want, you could put this lipstick on your lips as well. That's such a pink look I went for here. I wasn't even trying to. Alright you guys, I'd say that's it for the completed look. I did like 3 extra steps that I wasn't intending to do when I started, but that's how it goes, right? It's all part of the fun. This was the palette. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I'm really happy with it, except for the fallout that happened all over my cheeks, but that's okay. It was easy to clean up, you know? kind of feel like this face belongs on a playing card, you know, like the Queen of Hearts or something. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody that actually watched this is a wonderful and awesome person. And if you didn't watch it because you don't have the time to, first of all, you wouldn't hear this, so it doesn't matter to you because you only listen to the outro when you've watched the video. But you're great too. Don't worry about it. Bye everyone. Have a wonderful day and take care.